Well, we've always had a garden to take care of.
Caitlin Little is like the plants in the garden she so loves to tend.
Our strawberries are blooming.
Her plants have no memory.
I have some peas. I don't really know anyone who eats peas. I just like growing peas.
But they know what to do by taking cues from things like sunlight and the season.
And then we have little helpers.
So too, Caitlin has to rely on nature and her notes to know what her next chore is.
I just have to see where I put stuff last year so I can rotate it, see if I wrote anything down.
More than 3.5 years into her traumatic brain injury, Chris and Jennifer have settled on a couple of treatments that they believe can help Caitlin heal, including the stem cell therapy they've done twice. Have we seen any improvement?
What I had hoped to see is that when we would do the stem cell therapy, that her memory would go from 1 minute to 2 minutes to 3 minutes to 5. That's not what's happening at all. What has happened is she's absorbing impressions.
I still see her storing memories, and they will resurface. She has no control over it.
Come on, let's go see some people. Come on. Jasper. Come, let's go out.
Get Caitlin to stop moving long enough to attempt a conversation. Why are we talking today? Any idea?
I have no idea.
And her memory issues remain readily apparent. But you know, your mom and dad have talked to you a lot about some issues you've had, haven't they?
Haven't you? Have you?
You can ask him questions.
Watch out for kitties.
And that's what's prompted their latest cross-country venture.
The blue totes should go in first.
They're packing their van to drive to Chicago, though for Caitlin,
where are we going?
it's just another mystery that she'll try to solve seeing photos of it later.
No idea. We don't really go anywhere in the springtime.
They're going to see Dr. Tony Ebel, a neurochiropractor.
What he does supports stem cells, so we're starting to put the whole puzzle together.
We've been down this road and it hasn't always turned out like we hoped.
No, that's a huge risk we're taking.
So what specifically makes you feel better about this one?
We're not going for the old Caitlin to return. We can't do that. Too much time has passed. We're going for a new and better, and we're going to go for what we can get.
We sometimes joke we should answer the phone, welcome to the last resort. What you feeling?
Dr. Ebel isn't promising that he can restore Caitlin's memory, but he is confident he can heal some of her issues. How much better do you think you can make her?
We think we can take Caitlin a long ways down the road.
Before her memory can get better, Caitlin needs to regain control over her body's movements, both muscular and digestive.
Both of those systems are a mess, and they haven't really been handled yet. And if you think about the way a baby develops, before there's cognition and memory and emotion, there's movement and digestion. So step one is to get her neuromuscular system moving. That's where chiropractic lives and breathes.
They've been down this road before, and it's not ended well. Can you understand their trepidation, and how is this going to be different?
We will get her neuromuscular, structural, and digestive system back online. And if we can get that out of her way, step one and step two, the brain is made to heal. It's plastic. It's how God designed us.
So you're hopeful?
Yes. Yes, Matt, especially with these changes in the last 48 hours.